Hi everyone, welcome back to Purpleheart Woodturning. Hope this video is finding you all well. And in today's video I'm going to be turning a really fun little Oriental style teacup bowl from this piece of wood. So this is made from layers of laminated timber. A friend of mine that's a cabinet maker takes all of his offcuts and glues them into these wooden blocks for turners. So I'm going to try and make these really fun little colourful bowls. So you can see there, drilled the hole in so I can mount it on the lathe and we can start turning. So it should be a fun little project and let's see how it turns out. So just starting to work on the initial shaping, so just getting those corners cut out and getting it into a nice cylindrical shape. The hardest part with this is actually getting it so close to the chuck itself, trying to keep that distance away from those rotating pieces. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that foot cut first, I can get it finished, flip the bowl over, and then I can work on the outside and the inside of the actual bowl shape itself. So just using the cutter here just to get the initial shape of the recess that I want to cut. I can then remove this and then use the chisel to actually get the final finish. The reason for doing this is that using that cutter you can see there's that little dimple in the middle and that gives you another few millimeters into the bowl itself. By using the chisel I can have a beautifully flat edge and that just avoids when I'm cutting into the bowl potentially coming into a little hole in the bottom. So now just getting that foot cut, getting it to the right diameter, ready to give this really lovely sort of Oriental tea bowl style shape. And now we're just applying that Odie's oil to the foot of the bowl and you can just see those colours really starting to pop. And the lovely thing with this bowl, as the sun gets to it, the colours get more pronounced and more prolific and you just get a really nice feel. So just flipping it over the other side and now I can cut all of that raw material away and we can get that lovely bowl finished. just using that metal ruler, just checking the depth of the bowl itself to make sure that I'm not going to go in too deep and actually blow through the base of the bowl and into that recess that I cut to attach it onto the lathe. So just now starting to form that lovely shape of the bowl, get that beautiful, lovely contour on the inside, and then I can just finish off a little bit of finessing on the outside. So that's the shape of the bowl turned. Now just going to start using really coarse sandpaper, working my way down to ultra fine sandpaper to give this a beautiful glass-like finish. Then I can apply the Odie's oil and then get a really nice coat of wax on there, and that's this project done. So you can see here there's the hole that was formed as part of the original piece of timber. So as this has come from a cabinet maker, there was obviously a screw or a nail in there at some stage, and as I've turned, I've then come across that hole. And also just on the rim you can see there's a little tiny split. It's nothing to really be concerned about, but I think it's just something that needs to be filled. So what I'll do is I'll mix up a little batch of resin, and we're going to just put that with some gold pigment and just really accentuate those little areas rather than hide them. So there we have the finished bowl. We can just see the little bit of gold just there on the side where I've just filled in that little crack. It just needs a final little sand and then that'll all be finished. It's come out really nicely. I love the colour contrast there between all the different pieces of wood. It's got a really nice look, and it is that lovely tea bowl-esque feel. You can see there as well where that gold has just worked beautifully just to fill that little divot at the bottom. So yeah, I think it's been a really good little project. A couple of things I do differently, but that's the nice thing with wood turning, is I can always have another go at a later date and try and make a similar item and just sort of work out those little faults. So out of 10, I'd probably give it 7. Relatively happy, but there are a few things that I would change. So I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. If you have, if you could please like and subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification, and that'll let you know every time the video goes live. Not entirely sure what the next project's going to be. I'm still working on that one, but it's going to be something really weird, fun and wacky. So thanks for watching, stay safe, take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you for the next video.